We're here. We're playing. We're not distracted by Riley's animation. We got water, so we're ready to talk a lot. All right. No mail? Do we just get to go to bed? Sound like everyone appreciated their spells. I gotta try some of Jean's cake, and I had tea with Devin. Then I think Ruth is kind of depressed or something. Maybe she needs tea and cake. Yep, it sounds like we're still on track for the full moon. I'm not sure if something's wrong per se, but I had these strange feelings after checking in with people today about their orders. Like, after talking to them, I started sensing colors. I think the colors relate to them, but I'm not sure. I wrote them all down in my grimoire, but I don't know if the information's useful or not. You don't know either? I guess I'll keep writing these feelings when I get them. Yeah, couldn't hurt. I'm ready to end the day. Whoops. I really wish this had borderless windows so I could like tab out without it showing my desktop. But it's fine. Alright. Dear Kitty, no need to worry, but I'm still not feeling as I should. Is there an oil you could make me to calm things down? I've always been terrible at bringing work home. Kitty, my recipe isn't working. I need to figure out what's wrong with it. I could do it on my own, but time is running out. Mel says a charm could help me see a way forward. Could I please have an oil? Could I please have an oil talking to people for fun? Gotta keep making those friends, right? Thank you, Devin. I think that's a typo. Kitty's finding typos. I need something like that. Oh, I gotta go to the garden first. Let's go gardening. Doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doo. Okay. Choppity choppity chop 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 chop. Get these. Water all the plants. Looks good. Now these plants. Chop, 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 chop. Snip, 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 snip. Oh. Water, 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 water. And pick the flowers. I mean the weeds. They're so pretty to be weeds, though. They should, like, be pokey. Alright, and water, water, water. And whoop, 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 whoop. I didn't mean to do that. Go back, go back. Back, back. Yay. Alright, time to go home and make some spells. Okay, starting with her. We need a plus. And, well, that's definitely blue. What is plus? Oh, lavender, blue, and oh, I think it's the pink one. Yeah, that's Venus. Alright, mix it up. Magic, 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 tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. I don't know, I really like that. It's satisfying. And so pretty. Oh, I do think I need to make a charm for the boy, Jean. He wants, oh no. I don't know what a star is. I should know this one. No, go back. Chamomile, I did. And then let's make sure we get the right. It's geranium. Pluto is the puffy purple balls. Yay! Let's see. Last one. Hearts, yellow. Okay, we'll go plants. Rose, yellow. I think hollyhock, Venus. Oh, is it supposed to be an oil? Yep. And then I have to check in on everyone. Huh? It's treat time? Okay, okay. Now that's enough for today. Gran says too many treats are bad for your beak. What? I didn't even get a... Better do a tarot card. What do we got today? Today is all about... Oh, death. That's like ending, renewing. Yeah, it's not like dying. Well, it is in a way, but like in the way that you get reborn or whatever. Let's check in on Nisha. You walk up to the studio and hear Nisha muttering something to herself. She doesn't sound too happy. I wonder if the inspiration potion didn't work. Huh? Is someone there? I swear to God, if they're messing with me. Uh-oh. Nisha swings the door open. Oh, Kitty, what are you doing here? I just stepped by to see how the inspiration potion worked for you. Oh, that. It worked great. My artistic genius flowed right through me. I created hundreds, no thousands of masterpieces. That's great too! Huh? What was that? I think I'm feeling some sort of strange energy coming from the... How about we talk somewhere like the beach? But this energy... The studio always feels like this. Come on, just this way. Nisha marches out of the studio. I guess we're following her. You and Nisha arrive at the beach. What a beautiful day. And now we're free from that stuffy old studio. You still haven't said if the potion worked or not. Let's not talk about work. Tell me, Kitty, what's your biggest fear? My biggest fear? Fear is too exhausting. I'm not really into feeling emotional extremes. How about you? Nisha grows serious. Being stuck, unable to see the world and create new things, stuff like that. My parents died in an accident when I was a baby, so my gran raised me. I don't know if she told you that already or not. No. I don't remember them, but it hit Gran hard. I think it's why she's the way she is. So hung up on making everyone around her happy. Never really thinking about herself in the process. I spent a lot of time hating this village as a kid. All I can remember is wanting to get out, and then I did, so it feels weird being back again. I'm sorry? Wow, I just dumped a lot of information on you. I don't usually do that with people. Don't worry about it. That's what friendship is for? Why are you saying that like it's a question? Friendship with humans is something I'm working on. You and Devin. Don't worry though, I get it. They took me a while too. As a kid, I had a lot of imaginary... imaginary what? Friends. I outgrew them though. So now I'm perfectly normal, other than being a genius artist. Next question. Only this time you get to ask, but you're going to have to answer too. Oh, okay. Getting my art scholarship, of course. Full ride to school. I worked super hard on that portfolio. Once I submitted my application, I came down with the worst cold. My gran said I was out of it for a week. but it was so worth it. Being born. Ugh. Was that your doing, though?
Sure it was. I willed my way into this world so that I may grace you all with my presence.
I know I want to brag, but I feel like you're truly next level.
Why, thank you.
Nisha takes a deep breath and does a big stretch. I think this, along with the inspiration potion, really helped clear my head.
So the potion did work.
I think so. Thanks for coming out here with me.
Sure thing.
Masterpieces don't create themselves.
I should be on my way too. See you around.
Oh no, what color?
Huh? Green? Green usually offers protection and stability. I wonder if it has to do with the art studio. It definitely gave off weird vibes. Let me write that down in my grimoire real fast.
You approach the festival site. You see Jonas standing in the middle of the hustle and bustle. You can put those 2x4s over there by the stage. Then let's focus on getting the vendor stalls set today. Once those are out of the way, we can focus on the stage.
Wow, look at Mr. Boss over here.
Yeah, I think that leadership potion you made did the trick. No weird side effects either. At least, not yet.
How are things going?
Fine for the most part. I've mostly been answering questions and making sure everything's organized. Not much for actual construction work. Oh. Mr. Strange Hoarder. I think I've seen that one on my list. This one, the main character is like super full of herself, but that's fine. I get it.
What?
Well, I'm about to go on a break. Do you want to head to the cafe for a bite? Ooh. What? Me ask you on a... no! No! Like I've even been on a date before. Oh, wait!
You've never been on a date?
And a weirdo witch like you has?
Well, fine. I'll go on a non-date with you.
Fine. I'll go on a non-date with you too.
Fine.
Fine. Let's go then.
Lead the way.
Stupid. Jean looks at the two of you. What are you looking at? We just want a snack or something.
Jean looks away.
Here are some menus.
Jean walks away.
Ugh, why's he always gotta be so weird? Couldn't Mel have married someone more normal?
Yeah! He's oddly calm, but yet not.
That dude is not calm, trust me. He's just like hyper-focus. Must bake all the things. Actually, Gene is pretty cool even though he's also a weirdo. He's helped me out in the past with stuff.
Huh? Like what?
I don't want to get into too much right now, but school was always a little rough for me. One day, enough was enough, you know? Mel's a total go-getter, so it was hard for her to deal with, but Gene listened and got it. If it wasn't for him, I don't know if we'd been able to work through it. Sorry for being so vague about it. It's kind of a downer of a subject for a...
Hang on.
Yeah, exactly. I guess we should save the conversation for an actual date.
Why would we want to talk about depressing stuff on an actual date?
I mean, I don't know. At some point, people talk about depressing stuff, right?
I guess it has to come up sooner or later, sure. But
we're not going... Hello. But we're not going on dates, so it'll never come up. Yeah?
yeah.
Jean walks over to the table. Can I take your order? Yeah, I'll just take the mac and cheese.
I didn't look at the menu.
Just get the mac and cheese. It's pretty good. Jean makes the pasta himself.
Yeah, I'll do that too then.
I'll be right back with your order.
And Jean is right back with your order. You and Jonas eat your mac and cheese right up. This is the best mac and cheese you've ever eaten. It's also the only mac and cheese you've ever eaten. Jean brings over the bill, and you both pay. What a big meal. I'm stuffed. Me too. Well, I should probably get back to the site. There's probably dozens of questions that need answering. Yeah, I should be on my way too. Catch you later. Bye. What color is it gonna be? Pink? White for Jonas? Yeah, he did just get handed a lot of responsibility. And it seems like he's had some struggles in the past. So something representing hopes, dreams, prosperity, etc. makes sense. I guess I'll write this down in my grimoire. Now to Jean, since I'm already here. I left and then went right back in. Super awkward. Oh wait, he closed? Maybe he kicked me out and now I'm trying to get... You walk up to the cafe and see that the sign that should say open says closed. That's weird. It's closed, but all the lights are on. Maybe Jean is still inside somewhere. You knock on the cafe door. Jean's head pops out from the kitchen. He looks annoyed as he makes his way towards the door. Maybe I shouldn't have knocked. Jean opens the door. You're here. Yeah, you asked for a spell? Do you want it? Charm. You hold out the discovery charm to Jean, but he disapprovingly looks down at it. I'll take it back then? It was Mel's idea. She believes in magic. She said magic could help the... They're done. Jean scurries back into the kitchen. A sweet smell wafts through the air. Wow, what's that? Maybe I should check on him. You walk to the kitchen and see Jean biting into a madeleine fresh from the oven. Maybe brown sugar instead of a mix of castor and demerara sugar. Baking powder instead of egg whites and the butter. Browned? Unbrowned? Something still isn't right. Are those the madeleines? Can I try one? Jean looks at you. He picks up the baking sheet full of semi-sweet smelling freshly baked madeleines and pours them into the garbage. Why? Why? Throwing away perfectly good cookies. This cafe does not serve in perfection. Those poor cakes. How many perished because of you? It can't be helped unless I uncover the cause of their imperfections. Take it! Take the charm! No, it's no use. If Jean doesn't take this charm, you'll never get to taste the delicious smelling madeleines. There must be something you can do. Think! That's it. You absolutely brilliant witch. You'll channel the spirits of the madeleines from their garbage grave and convince him to take the charm. You've always wanted to be a cookie. Or are they cakes? Never mind. You want to eat something delicious, and you're going to get that something delicious no matter what it takes. Desperate people are always the easiest to convince, and you can sense Jean's desperation. All you need to do is play the part. You grab your chest as if something just came over you. Kitty, are you okay? Jean. Yes? It is we, your madeleines, from the garbage grave. We need to speak with you. The madeleines? Yes. Good. It looks like it's working. We could be the best madeleines in the world if only you would take that charm. Unbelievable. You can't fool me. Fool you. We only wish for your help. A real chef relies on skills, not charms. A real chef takes help when it's given, especially when said help was asked for, and the hard work of crafting a charm has been done. If the witch wants money, the witch can have it. No, no, that's not what Kitty means, you fool. Fool? Yes, fool. Only fools make things harder for themselves.
Give it to me.
It worked. It worked. You hand Jean the charm and unpossess yourself. Whew. Head rush. I have no idea what just happened, but...
No idea. Please leave.
What?
Not again.
Now. Okay. You leave the restaurant. I really wanted to try those madeleines. But at least I prevented Jean from giving up. That means there's always next time. Mel, I guess? You walk up to Mel's home and knock on the door. Coming! You hear what sounds like Mel quickly cleaning her home. Mel, is everything all right? And the door bursts open. Kitty! How nice of you to stop by. I was just in the middle of, well, a heavy scent of 20 kinds of incense hits you. What are you doing? Oh, my head. Oh no. I tried following what the magazine said. Not again. But maybe I got some of the proportions wrong. They said the ritual was supposed to help with productivity. Because of course they did. And who is they? Avon Elsek from Coven Politan, of course. Will I be forever haunted? You know, Mel, if you want to learn witchcraft, you can find a Oh, I don't have time for that. I just need someone to tell me a ritual so I can do it. Okay, but it can be a little more complicated than...
Oh, there's that feeling again.
Do you need some rest? No, that can't be it. There's too much to do for that. Right. Does Mel not sleep? Anyway, I just stopped by to see how those spells worked from the other day. Yes, worked wonderfully. I squeezed that charm super tight and called that toilet supplier right up. I said, give me those toilets you promised me or else. And he said, or else what? And I said, or else. Next thing I knew, he said he'd have them delivered the next day. And he did. So she threatened him, sort of? I'm glad to hear the charm helped. Oh, yes. The second I gripped it, I felt its power surge through me. I've never held something so potent. Just thinking about it gets my body all tingly. How did you craft it? Can you tell me? By using only the most special... No, wait, stop. If I know, it might ruin the magic, so to speak. I cannot keep up with this lady. No worries, that's all right. I'm just glad festival preparations are going well. Yep, and all thanks to you. How about you, though? How are you liking Flora? It goes. I still remember the first time Jean and I came here. Wait, you moved here? Yep, about 5 years ago now. Hold on. Why? This place is so quiet, yet you're so busy. I feel like you'd want to live somewhere with more hustle and bustle. Your confusion isn't entirely unjustified. Jean and I were pretty tired of city life. I had a thankless job where I'd work and work and work and work without getting any credit. Plus, it was also hectic and expensive. It took me a while to realize that kind of life wasn't what I actually wanted. How does Flora fit into all this? Right. Jean suggested we take a trip to Flora. As a kid, he'd been here for the festival and remembered loving it, so we did, and it was the most relaxed I felt in years. Flora had changed since Jean had been here, but there was still something about this place. I saw a job posting at the town hall for an operations officer, and Jean saw the vacant restaurant. I joked about how we should move here and get away from it all. Jean said we should. But when I looked at him, I realized he was serious. I just still can't believe we did it sometimes. Then Jonas followed us here after getting into some trouble a few years. Some trouble? Oh, Jonas is probably the one to ask about that if he wants to talk about it, that is. But he's come a long way. Flora's been good for... Oof, there's that feeling again. I should make myself a cup of coffee before heading back to the office. Would you like one? No, thank you. I should get going. Of course. Thanks again for stopping by. Just no more Cosmopolitan rituals, okay? Okay. Bye. Bye. Huh? Green? Mel seems to tend to get in over her head. Maybe something with protective qualities could help. Yeah, I'll take note of that in my grimoire. Am I supposed to be making these people stuff that they don't request? As you make your way to Ruth's home, you find an exciting patch of flowers, foliage, and lots of fungi. Ooh, what do we have here? You look over your shoulder to make sure no one's watching. No idea what the foraging rules are here, but if no one is looking, it's mine. Finders keepers, baby. Inner Ramsey. Oh, no, it's my inner Ramsey. Don't take things without asking. But here's the thing, I want to, and you're not actually here, so what you don't know can't judge me for. You scoop up all of the ingredients you can carry in your pockets and skip all the way to Ruth's home. You knock on the door to Ruth's house, and Ruth immediately appears. Hello, kitty. How nice to see you. Do you have the spell I requested? You're still slightly unnerved by Ruth's greeting. Here it is. How wonderful. Would you like to come in for a cup of tea? I'm currently looking over some of the plans for the festival. Still so much to do. Oh, I don't want to get in your way. It's not a bother. Something definitely feels off. Just come this way. Don't you just walk out on me. Oh, Kitty, sorry, you have to deal with this. My Gran is currently in the Robo-Ruth mode. The only thing that exists is work, but in a creepily calm, pleasant way. These budgets, it looks like another meeting with Mel and Jonas. You've been helping the people of Flora, right, Kitty? Tell me, do they seem happy? Nisha throws you a look, but you're not really sure what she wants you to say. Does Robo-Ruth have a reset button? She's not an actual robot, Kitty. You sure about that? I guess it has been happening more and more recently. Maybe there is a wire loose somewhere. What a pretty oil. I should put some on before looking over more of the plans. Oh, what kind of oil is that? Just a simple relaxation oil. Gran requested a relaxation oil? Maybe Robo-Ruth is due to the stress then. Gran, why did you request that spell? The festival isn't far off now, and there's so much work to be done. But don't worry, I'm sure we'll pull it together. We always do. Maybe you've taken on too many responsibilities, Gran. As mayor, it is my duty to ensure everyone's happiness. But you've been working non-stop for longer than I remember. Raising me wasn't easy, and running this village isn't easy, so, like, you just deserve to relax, okay? Why do you feel like you walked into a very intense personal moment? Are you supposed to say something? Are you supposed to do something? I'm sorry, Nisha. Gran, are you back? Must really get back to the plans. The village depends on it. Ugh! Nisha buries her head in her hands in frustration, and you're still standing here doing nothing. maybe Ruth needs more than a basic relaxation oil to relax. If you could get the oil back, maybe you could add one of those ingredients you picked up on the way. You point at a random spot on the floor and scream. Nisha jumps while Ruth stares off into space. You quickly swipe the oil from Ruth's pocket. Oh, a spider. Where did it go? Spiders don't make people happy. Excuse me, spiders are great? Sorry, maybe it was just a shadow. Quick, which ingredient should you add to the oil? Let's give Granny shrooms. Time for the fun in fungus. You pop the top of the oil and jam the fungus inside. Ruth, you dropped your oil! Oh, thank you, kitty. I should put some on right now before I forget again. Ruth takes the oil and dabs some on her wrists. Uh-oh. Kitty, what's going on? Whoa. Is everything okay, Gran? Ruth walks over to the window. Why are we inside when there's so much color outside? Because you have to work? Ah, that's right. I think work can wait, though. Let's go outside. Are you sure? You were just freaking out about... Just look at the grass, so green. Kitty, what was in that spell? Just flowers, herbs, and stuff? That's it. And the sky, so blue. Time to go outside. Ruth darts out the door. Wait, Gran, I better go with you. I think your energy mixed a little weird with that spell Kitty gave you. Or maybe it's working just fine? Maybe. Well, I'm going to go with Gran. Hopefully this at least helps her relax a little. We'll see you later. So that's what that fungus does. Note taken. Experiment success. Oops. Again, I ask you for a borderless window mode. Oh, I need a drink. As you approach the door, you hear someone playing some very off-key music. Devin, are you in? You open the door and see Devin strumming their guitar in a gaze. Spell. I need a spell. Eeh! Here! Okay, here it is! You try to hand Devin the friendship oil, but they just keep strumming their guitar. Devin? Yes, Kitty? Do you want to take the oil? Yes, Kitty. Well? You try to give Devin the oil again, but they still don't take it. Maybe what Devin needs right now isn't a witch, but a friend? You take a deep breath. Something's up, isn't there? Yes, Kitty. Is whatever's the matter with you have to do with the spell you requested? Was someone mean to you? Did Nisha sign you up for something you don't want to do again? Well, I was invited. Invited? To a party. You were invited to a party? Please, come with me. Regrets, regrets. On one condition. What? Anything. I get to drop a bucket of pig's blood on someone's head. What? No. Guess I'm not going then. But what if I start saying stupid things? Or doing stupid things? The friendship oil should help with that, in a way. Though, of course, magic always does depend on energies and intentions and whatnot. Exactly. What if my anxiety muddles my intention? Like, I put on the oil, walk into the party, and then what? You are not equipped for this. How about... be yourself? So, be this? This? I get your point. But you're not always like this, right? What makes this party so scary? Aren't you, like, used to parties and stuff? I don't know. Parties are just full of people I generally don't know. They play loud music. You can't hear each other talk. I mean, come on, you know? Do you know? You know, don't you? Yeah, totally. Oh, right, you have no friends. Oof. Well, human friends. Do familiars have parties? Do rituals count? I don't think so. Oh. Then you have to come with me, and I won't be the only one awkward there. Who you calling awkward? Please. If you come with me this once and don't like it, I promise I'll never drag you to a party again. I still don't understand why you're dragging yourself to this party. I don't know. Maybe it's a new summer, new me kind of thing. For some reason, this party means a lot to Devin. You've never been to a party before, so you don't really understand why. Maybe it could be fun? Fine. Yay, just let me get ready and we'll head out. Devin pauses. They look a little woozy. You all right? Yeah, just my nerves is all. Be right back. They do seem a little too nervous still. This shindig is going to be as big as Devin says. They will need an extra push. They seem to really want to enjoy this party, but what else could you do? Oh, how about a rune? You're a little rusty on your runes, but maybe writing one on the oil might help imbue it with a little extra energy? Laguz, a water rune. It should help. It should help Devin go with the flow. You scribble the rune on the bottom of the oil. Devin returns from changing. Are they wearing the same outfit? Is something wrong with the oil? Nope, just admiring my handiwork. Did you change your outfit? I got too overwhelmed, so I'm just gonna go with this. Ready to go? Ready when you are. You and Devin head out to the party. So, how far away is it? Oh, not far. It's just at the lake. The big party is at the lake? Yeah. In the middle of the day? Yeah. Look, I think I see everyone now. You arrive at the lake and walk over to a group of people sitting and chatting amongst themselves. There is no loud music playing. There is no crazy dancing. There is no one throwing any food or drink around. You sure this is the place? Yeah, see? There's Nisha and Jonas. Oh wait, I should apply this oil real quick. No, that oil is way too potent for a hangout like this. Actually, I don't think you'll... Before you can stop them, Devin applies the oil to their wrists. Alright, let's do this. Well, at least the oil should definitely work. You and Devin walk over to Nisha and Jonas, who are chatting as Jonas grills hot dogs. Sure, you can build things with your eyes closed, but my art makes everything look good. Oh yeah? How about you show me that art then? As if. You have to wait along with everyone else to see it on the big day. Look who finally arrived. Didn't think you'd show up, Devin. Devin and the witch. Want a hot dog? Sure, man. What? Okay. Jonas gets Devin one of the hot dogs. Wow, amazing, man.
Thanks. Nisha, your friend is like way chill. I thought you said they weren't? Nisha turns to you. You do something?
Devin's just going with the flow. Right, Devin? Yeah. Speaking of flow, check out that flow.
Devin's eyes lock onto the lake. Yes, that's the lake.
I'm going in.
Suddenly, Devin takes off towards the lake and dives straight in. Refreshing. What the heck? Whoa, they just drove straight into the lake. It is pretty hot outside. Let's join them. Suddenly, everyone else takes off towards the lake and dives straight in. But I just cooked all these hot dogs. Before you know it, Devin is in the center of attention. This might not be the big party both of you, or maybe just you, expected, but it seems to be working out just as Devin wanted. Devin walks back over to the three of you as things start to wind down. Sweet party. Wow, those are words I never thought I'd hear from you. It looks like you made a lot of friends, too.
Sure did. And I got invited to even more sweet parties. That's a good thing, right?
Well, it looks like this party's coming to a close. Shall we head out?
Yeah.
You all leave the party in pretty good spirits. Wait, doesn't anyone want a hot dog? Well, maybe except Jonas, who had to cook all the hot dogs. I think that's everyone.
Huh? Treat time? Okay. Wait, didn't I already give you a treat? You sneaky bird. You can't fool me.
I think it's gonna make us watch ads in a second, so I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Back. Oops. We were doing anime shit. Not a weeb. Just kidding. Of course I am. Okay. Oh, borderless window. Again, I'm asking you for borderless window mode. Okay, bedtime. Ending the day. Oh, Ka. You got a present for me, Ramsey? Huh? You've got something for me today? I want to see it. Yes, I remember our agreement. One crow treat coming up. All right, so what do you got for me? An amethyst, so purple, so pretty. Definitely going to save this for something special. Thank you. Let's put it right there. Wait. I thought they said I got an amethyst. Maybe not till tomorrow. Okay. So tired. Can't sleep. Must keep going. I think we should give her a sleep potion. Bad stuff keeps happening. Attracted power vibes. Weird energy trapping me. Out to the garden, I suppose. Here we go. Snip, 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 snip. Boop, 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 boop. Oh. That's right, I planted those yesterday. They're not ready. They're not ready for snipping. Did I get it all? Yes. And we get the weeds, the pretty weeds. And then we chop all this down. Chop, 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 chop. And water. And pick the weeds. The pretty, pretty weeds. And then we gotta go here. And... oh, shit! Did I forget to water that yesterday? I hope we don't need any of it. Did I do a bad job watering yesterday? Looks like I did. Hopefully we don't need that. Haha. Whoa! Forgot to do weeds yesterday too. Man. Now I'm paranoid. Okay. Time to make some spells. So pretty. A charm to stay awake. Oh my god. More like a charm to go to sleep. She could stay awake if she got enough sleep. Whatever. Just give the people what they want, right? Oh, whoops. Which one is actually orange? My colors are so... that's that probably. And then Mercury is yarrow. Oh, gotta turn it into a charm. Beautiful. Energize charm. If there's no energy to energize it, I don't think this is gonna work. Can I make random stuff? Or can I only make stuff that what am I supposed to make? Protection. Blue. Is that Earth? I don't know what symbol that one is. We'll find a plant that matches it though. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Oh, an oil. Keep a crafting. Good vibes only. Then while we're feeling bogged down, we need some chamomile. That's more of the hollyhock, I think. And then this one. Wait, didn't I? There we go. Freedom oil. There we go. Beautiful. What card are we gonna get today? Sun. Emperor? I don't know about that spelling, guys. I wonder if that counts as a typo. Alright, off we go. To the village. I guess we'll start with Jean. I should check in on Jean. Maybe he'll have some snacks for me. You walk up and knock on the door. Yes. Is he not going to open the door? You open the door and see Jean surrounded by books. What the heck? Ah, Kitty. Am I interrupting something? Jean stands up. I can help myself up. No, I should take a break. Jean just stands in silence. Sorry, I was just thinking. Come this way. Jean leads you into the kitchen. Tea? Yes, please. Jean brings 2 cups of tea to the table. I also have some macarons. Would you like? Yes! Wait. Are they macarons or macaroons? Man, these people, they should have me, like, proofread their games. Jean brings over a plate of macaroons. Nope, I'm gonna say it's macarons in a rainbow of colors. That makes more sense. Macaroons are coconut. You take the pink one. So pretty. That one is raspberry. You take a bite. A perfect level of sweet yet tart. Tartness is one of the key attributes of raspberries, yet sometimes it can be too much. You want to use sugar to balance out the tartness, but not overwhelm it. What are all those books you were reading? Cookbooks. You still read cookbooks? Of course. But don't you have, like, all your own recipes? Yes, but I study to create them. Me too, Jean. Me too. I love reading cookbooks. Also, it's good to learn about other people's technique. So true. You never know what will prove helpful. So, that means you'll be studying for, like, ever. Yes, lifelong learning. Do witches not continue to study throughout their lives? I already know everything. Do you know how to make... I meant about the witchcraft. That's all I need to know anyway. I was like you as a student. Really? I wasn't very good at school. Hang on now. Teachers would get mad at me for reading cookbooks in class. You must have been popular. I wasn't. They put me in charge of the school's bake sale one day as punishment. No one wanted to help me, so I had to do it all myself. I baked all sorts of cookies and cakes. It was a lot of work. A lot of work.
I guess I'm here as punishment, but I'm not putting the festival on by myself.
No, the point of the bake sale was to punish me for my love of baking.
That's awful. But you still love baking?
Even more so. Everything sold out from the bake sale. It was the most successful one ever. One of the people there was a teacher from a culinary school, and they asked me if I'd like to attend their school. I said yes and never looked back. Learning isn't so bad, but not everyone learns the same way. Also, some people are just mean.
I'm happy you didn't stop baking for one. These No, that's just not even spelt right. Macarons are delicious.
Thank you. Gene looks over at his stack of books.
Break time's over, isn't it?
If you don't mind.
Not at all. See you later.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe someday I'll enjoy learning as much as Gene. Yellow. Yellow can be associated with learning, but also joy. Even though he seems to already like learning, I guess Gene is struggling with those Madeleines, so maybe incorporating something yellow would help remind him to find the joy in learning. Yeah, let's take note of that in my grimoire. I wonder how Ruth's day of relaxation went. I'm gonna stop by and check on her.
You knock on Ruth's office door.
One moment, please.
You hear Ruth talking with someone. You can't hear what she's saying, but Ruth sounds agitated. The conversation ends. A person you assume is involved with the festival preparation leaves.
Come in. Oh, Kitty, is there something I can help you with?
I was just stopping by to see how that relaxation spell worked.
Ah, yes, the spell. I don't know what came over me. The world suddenly seemed so vivid. Perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have to work for the rest of the day. Unfortunately, I might have scared Nisha a little. She's used to going on walks with me, but not quite like that. So, sounds like it worked then. I think so. I just hope it wasn't too much of a burden on Nisha. I've already asked her to do an art installment for the festival. Asking for more than that would be too much. I might be an old lady, but I can still take care of myself. Besides, we've got you to help keep us all in check, right?
Yeah, totally.
I'm only teasing. Well, sort of. You know, people are worried about me. I can sense it from Mel as well. And maybe a smidge from you. I'll tell you what I tell everyone else. If the festival goes well, everything will fall into place. What's everything? Well, if the festival goes well, there's no more reason to worry. The village will be back on its feet. People will be interested in revisiting Flora. Our farms will produce an abundance of produce. Our artisans will draw people from all around. Those are some lofty goals for one festival. I know, but a mayor can dream. But what I truly want the most, truly more than anything, is for Nisha to feel comfortable leaving here. Huh? You don't want to keep a genius artist? Talent attracts talent, right? Of course. I don't want her to leave, but I want her to stay because she wants to, not out of obligation.
I don't want stuff like that at all.
My daughter, her mother, passed away. Then the bullying in school. I tried to be be there for her the best I could, but it was hard balancing all of it. The village entered a slump. I worked longer hours, which meant I missed art shows. I always tried to make it up to her. I always supported her, but it's very strange becoming the person who causes worrying rather than being the one who worries. I want Nisha to become the best person she can be. She can't be stuck thinking about an old lady like me. Have you ever, told Nisha any of this? No. She doesn't need me to dump that on her right now. You only stopped by to ask about the spell. Stop being so emotional, Ruth. You've got work to get done. It's all right, really. No more of this talk. As Mel would say, we must focus on the task at hand. Though I am glad I got some of that stuff off my chest. Perhaps the relaxation spell still has some lingering effects. Yeah, maybe. Well, I shouldn't keep you any longer. I'm sure you were planning on this being a quick visit. Actually, it wasn't a... No worries, out the door with you. We've got things to do today, correct? Farewell, kitty. Ruth pushes you out of her office and closes the door behind you. This is bothering me. I have to get rid of it. I'm still here, though. Okay. Better. Here we go. She is a strange old lady. I can kind of see how she and Gran are friends. Seems like she cares a lot about Nisha. Purple. Oh, black. Fine, black. But also boundaries. Interesting. Yeah, maybe Ruth could use something associated with the color black. Some black magic. She cares a lot about everything, but maybe that somehow holds her back. Back from what? I'll jot that down. Gotta do Mel. Maybe she's in here after all. Guess I'll come back. What the heck? You walk over to Mel's desk and look over a massive stack of papers to find her fast asleep. Oh god, the festival is on fire! Ah! Oh, haha, the festival's not on fire, it's Kitty! Not that you're on fire, that's not what I meant. Sorry, I'm just so... Mel? Don't worry, Mayor. Petting you is completely... Oh, Kitty, it's still you. If you're this tired, why don't you just go home and sleep? No time. Must count napkins. Here, try holding the charm, see if it helps. You put the energized charm in Mel's hands. Her eyes are somewhat open, but you can tell she's barely hanging in there. An energized charm won't be strong enough to help with this level of exhaustion, but but you know Mel is beyond stress, so maybe getting work done is what she needs before she can rest. Mel, I'm going to try something a little extra to help you out. Have you ever read about incantations in Covenpolitan?
I thought you said no more Covenpolitan.
I did, but I want you to try something, okay? You search around Mel's office. Fortunately, her witchcraft hobby means she has some basic spell supplies around. You manage to find a few white candles and some matches. You place them on the desk in front of Mel and light them. Incantations are usually good for summoning up a big dose of energy, but you have a feeling getting Mel to say one in her state will be a little tricky. I've lit some candles and now I'm going to say some words. I need you to repeat what I say with every ounce of energy you have, okay?
Yes, Jean, I got this.
I'm not... Oh, what's the point? Maybe an incantation that imbues Mel with a strong sense of duty is best? Or maybe something that'll help her trudge through all this stuff? Or tough love? Let's try... I'll complete this task one by one, even if they're no fun.
No fun, just want...
Mel, you can get your work done if you repeat the words.
What words?
This is going to be harder than I thought. Time to be dramatic. Fire! Quick, get the hose! Oh, I was dreaming again. Did the incantation work? No, because I need you to say the incantation with me. Please try again. Don't give up on me. All right, now that you might have Mel's attention, let's give this another go. Okay, now focus on what I say. I'll complete my tasks one by one, even if they're no fun.
I'll complete my tasks.
Mel, you're so close. Come on, you can do it.
They're no fun.
Mel squeezes the energized charm and lifts her head a little higher. I think I can feel the energy. Fantastic. If you say it one more time, you'll be back up on your feet.
And I'll get all the work done?
Of course. Behold the power of magic, right?
Yes, magic. Say the incantation one more time.
Here we go. I'll complete my tasks one by one, even if they're no fun.
Mel sits straight in her chair, grasping the energized charm. She takes a deep breath. I'll complete my task one by one, even if they're no fun. I feel it. I feel amazing. Incantations are amazing. Witches are amazing. It's up to me to make up for the fact that we're understaffed and over budget. Pulling all those all-nighters has started getting a little rough, but it is what it is.
Is there no one else who can help? I mean, yes, but people also keep asking me for help, and so the cycle continues. But I feel much better now, thank you.
Now, if you don't mind, I really want to take advantage of this burst of energy, okay?
Sure thing. Just make sure to get some proper rest.
Yes, will do.
That wasn't so hard. And now Mel will be able to get all her work done and get some proper rest.
You arrive at the town square and look around for Jonas, but you can't seem to find him.
Jonas, where are you?
Psst, over here. You see a hand wave at you from behind one of the booths. You walk over and look behind it to find Jonas curled up in a ball and hiding his face. Can I get that spell I requested?
Yeah? Is there a reason you're hiding over here?
Jonas lifts his head as he takes the safety oil from you.
Jonas, what happened to your face?
Does it really look that bad?
Let me see.
You lean in closer to Jonas. He looks pretty banged up. What are you doing?
Sorry. Just wanted to make sure none of your injuries look too serious.
Oh, thanks. thanks, I guess.
So what exactly happened?
My face, well, that's from a metal bar swinging into my eye. And you can't see them, but all my fingers are bruised from missing nails with my hammer.
I thought you were supposed to be good at this building stuff.
Usually I am. I pride myself on workplace safety, but something feels off.
I see.
Like, what? Maybe it's the whole being a boss thing. Perhaps people ask me so many questions, and every time they do, it's when I'm in the middle of something. And then, bam! There goes another finger.
Okay, so you're not the best at multitasking is what I'm learning.
No.
So, why are you hiding?
Because I have to demonstrate the new saw to the crew in a few minutes.
And you're afraid
That I'm gonna saw my arm off?
I see. Blood makes me a little squeamish, so I'm gonna go.
You can't leave me.
Oh, yes I can. Please, just give me some extra magic words or something. Magic words? Isn't that a thing witches do? Isn't that a thing witches do? Sure, maybe in children's books. Yes, of course. How does this sound to you?
Moon crystal power makeup!
I guess makeup would help cover some of these injuries.
Wait, why are you laughing? You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Jonas, where are you? Crap, it's almost time. I'm gonna die. You've got to help me.
Did you apply the safety oil yet?
Oh, right. Jonas smears the oil all over himself. Okay.
Okay.
Now what?
Go to your meeting?
But magic words.
Jonas really does doubt the potency of your magic.
You should show him how it's done. Or is it even worth the effort? How about making him pay?
Okay, here's some magic words. Slow and steady, watch your back, conjure a hard shell that protects.
Wow, I think I can already feel them working. Maybe Mel's right. Magic is amazing. Alright, time to be fearless.
You walk with Jonas over to his crew of people.
You can't wait to see your powerful magic shock and amaze. Jonas takes his place by a massive saw. Hello, crew. Today I am here to give a demonstration of this new piece of equipment you see right here. It's a giant saw, and I don't think I need to say this, but I'll say it anyways. A giant saw is not a toy. So, first you press this button here.
Just as Jonas goes to hit the button, you hear a strange scraping sound.
Anyway, just press this button and... I'm trying to press a button here. Would whoever's making that noise please stop? It's distracting me. Boss? There it is again. Don't look now, but what? Have I already chopped off my pinky and I haven't noticed? I don't see any blood, do you? Should we grab it before he sees it? Grab what?
Jonas looks down. His face turns pale.
Turtle! Turtle! Don't worry, we got it, boss.
The whole crew descends upon the turtle, hurtling away from Jonas. Jonas looks like he's about to pass out from fear?
Boss, you alright? I'll get him a chair. I'll get him a cup of tea. Don't worry, boss. You just sit here and relax. We'll get the new saw figured out.
You notice Jonas growing more and more flustered.
Get away from me!
Jonas shoves his way out of the crowd and takes off running. His crew stands around, dumbfounded.
Did I brew the tea too long?
You tiptoe away from the festival site. Maybe my magic was a little too strong again? But Jonas didn't cut his arm off, right? Oh my goodness, I keep yawning. Ever since I did the tired girl scene. You walk into the studio and see Nisha standing frozen in the middle of the room. Stop. Don't come any closer. You'll get sucked in too. But I've got your order? Quick, roll it to me. Okay. You take the freedom oil and roll it towards Anisha. However, due to the oil's non-cylinder form, it starts to veer off to the left. Almost. Nisha reaches for it, but her feet appear glued to the floor. Fortunately, she manages to grab it before it rolls out of reach. Got it. That oil won't help her with whatever glue has stuck to the floor. It's not glue. The pressure radiating from these walls is trapping me here. When I wrote my order to you, I could still at least move my feet a little, but now I can't move at all. Nisha pops up the oil and applies it to her wrists. You wait a few moments, and another few moments. Let me see if I can move now. Nisha tries to lift her foot, but it's still stuck to the floor. Look at me finding the typos again. Stupid oil. Why isn't it working? Probably because you haven't actually solved what's keeping you from moving. Obviously, it's some sort of energy in the room. Well, yeah, but what energy exactly and why? That's what the oil is supposed to help you figure out. I don't have time for this. I need to get unstuck now. Then you need to stop and think about what's causing this. That's it. You're a witch. Yes. So that means you can do energy readings, right? What if you do an energy reading of me? Why would I just read about them in last month's Covenpolitan. They said energy readings can help you figure out how you're feeling. Apparently, they should be easy enough for a witch. Unless you're really, like, not a witch. Let's do this. Sweet, I knew I could trust a pro. But you are not a pro. You don't know how to do energy readings. But Nisha probably can't tell a good energy reading from a bad one. A perfect combination for a situation such as this. Of course, you could actually try, but you could also just make it up. Alright, let's see what we've got going on here. I'm seeing colors. It's all looking a little murky, like it's all blending together. Like the color of the water you clean your paintbrush in. Ew, that's like not good, right? Let's just move on. What else do you see? Yeah, kitty, what else do you see? How about the shape? And your aura radiates like a big bright star. Well, that sounds good. It's hard to tell if it's radiating with positive energy or if it's about to explode. That may not be so good. At least it seems like Nisha's buying it, but you're kind of running out of ideas. Let's wrap this up with one more element that you see. It looks like the aura is concentrating around. You rub your stomach. Now that you mention it, could mean inability to communicate, but also digestive issues. So brownish and radiant energy located around my stomach? Okay, but what do these things combined mean? What is the deal with this stupid room and with me? Well, you see, just as you're about to give your explanation, you realize you do feel a strange energy. Like a simmer on the verge of a boil, and it seems to want Nisha's attention. Could the energy be coming from the room, or maybe from something else? It's probably best you focus on the aura reading. It's what Nisha asked for anyway. The murky brown is a blockage of sorts. Meanwhile, the energy's radiating shape, trying to keep trying to persevere. However, the energy around the lower part of your body means you cannot communicate. Whatever's caught up needs to be released. Wow, you sound like a legit witch there. There is something in here. What? No, it's just a loose shelf. Jonas should come over and fix it. No, I can feel it, Nisha. Maybe that's the energy, or No, anyway, thanks for the spell and the reading. Look, I can move my feet again. Better get back to work, don't you think? Now, if you could go so I can paint, that'd also be great. Nisha starts pushing you out the door. Wait, Nisha. I might actually... It can wait. Bye. Nisha slams the door behind you. Why does it feel like everyone in this village asked for my help and then kicks me out? You walk up to the music studio. You oddly don't hear any sound coming from inside. Devin, are you in there? The door creaks open. Someone peeks out. Kitty, is that you? Yeah? And only you? As far as I can tell. We need to be quick. Devin opens the door and pulls you inside. Devin, what's going on? All right, we're good. You look down and notice Devin is grasping your arm. Quite the grip there, my friend. Oh, sorry. I'm all out of sorts, aren't I? Just a little. What's going on? You're going to laugh at me. No, I won't, I promise. After what I did at the party, people keep coming to see me. So every time someone knocks on the door, I put on a fake voice and tell them I'm not here. But I don't think it's very convincing because they keep coming, and now everyone just thinks I'm weird. That means the spell worked. They're not supposed to think I'm weird. Oh, not that. The fact that people are coming to see you. I guess. But I think I've caught a slight cold from that lake swim. I've been drowsy and unable to focus all day. I see. Extreme action means extreme results. But is the cost worth the benefit? Only time will tell. Honestly, I'm jealous of people like Nisha and Jonas. People with big personalities can walk into a room full of confidence and people notice them. But for me, I feel like such a background person. And then when I get my time in the spotlight, I just get overwhelmed. I feel like I should be more like them, and I would have a role in social situations. A role? Like a job? I guess. I mean, like, what do I bring to the table? I'm just the dull, quiet person who stands in the corner. People only come to see me now because they think I'm something else. But don't you want to be someone else? Wasn't it new summer, new me or something? I was wrong. I want to be the quiet person who stands in the corner, but that doesn't feel interesting enough. Sorry, I'm being such a downer right now, but I don't know what to do. I'll stand in the corner with you. We're friends, right? But I don't want to make you stand in a corner if you don't want to. Do I seem like someone who wants to be the life of the party? You've never even been to a party. I've been to one, and I can't say I feel like I've missed much. I don't know about you, but I feel like there's this pressure, like I need to be socializing all the time, and if I don't make the most of it, I've somehow failed. Is that what I'm supposed to be feeling too? No, I've spread my anxiety again. This is pretty hard. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only new person here at least. Yeah, feel free to vent with me about the awkwardness. And you can vent to me too. And we can help each other some encourage to keep marching forward. We shall rule over the quiet back corner of every party. Yeah, it'll be open to everyone who wishes they weren't at the party. I'm really glad you stopped by. I'm feeling much better now. I'm glad. I should get going though, and let you rest. Thanks. Also, if you see anybody looking for me on your way out, tell them you aren't here. Got it? Thanks, Kitty. Bye. Bye! Burgundy? Burgundy is a color used for manifesting. I could help Devin summon up the energy to make things happen. Let me write this down in my grimoire. Am I done? Do I get to go home?
Oh, it's gonna make us watch ads again soon. Let's see what we can do.
Dear Kitty, I feel as if there's so much I want to say, yet I can't bring myself to say it. Unfortunately, this has caused some conflict within the festival planning committee. Perhaps a potion could get us all on the same page?
I think I have a solution, but I want nothing else to go wrong. Could I get another charm?
I'm feeling a little lost. What kind of music to write? I feel like I'm not capturing Cora. I don't know, maybe someone else has a good idea? Or a potion.
Alright, to the garden! Did I really? I really missed it again. I'm gonna have to be very paranoid. Looks beautiful. And weeds. Thank you, weeds. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And grab the weeds. Beautiful. And I guess. Alright. To the home. Time to make the potions. A heart. Purple. I don't remember what my 3 is. Yarrow. And a potion. Am I on the potion bottles? I am. Ooh, a chit-chat potion. Okay. And now we need to make a star. Jupiter? I think that's Jupiter. Oh. Charm. And last but not least, oh, I don't even know what the plus is. Ooh, lavender, this, and Jupiter. We just did that one. That was the geranium. A guidance potion. You got a crystal? One crow treat. Now that's enough. Gran says too much or bad for you. Oh, yesterday got death. What do I get today? Chariot. Empress. At least that's spelled right. Okay, before I do this, I'm gonna put it on Be Right Back because it's telling us that it's ad time. So we'll get ahead of it. And I'll refill my water. Here we go. We're back. We have more water, so we can talk more to the village. Oof. Oh, let's see. Who do I want to start with today? Oh, gosh. I hate that I made her talk so slow. Maybe I could make her talk faster. As you make your way down the redo. As you make your way to the town hall, see No, see, I get caught up like that when they are the typos. As you make your way to the town hall, you see another patch of flora, full of potentially interesting ingredients. Wow, look at all of this. You look over your shoulder to ensure no one's watching. I'm sure these plants and fungi are chock full of magical potential. I'll have to take some home for research, though. I got away with foraging last time. I'll just take a pinch of everything and shove it into my pockets. Inner Ramsey. Oh, not Inner Ramsey again. Yes, I know, just because there's no sign doesn't mean it's free. Yes, it does. It's outside. And just because it was fine last time doesn't mean it's fine this time. No, getting caught doesn't make it legal. Not getting caught doesn't make it legal. If only you were the real Ramsey, because then you can actually stop me. You push your inner Ramsey far back into your consciousness. Now let's go see Ruth. You walk into the town hall and head to Ruth's office. As you get closer, a heated argument gets louder and louder. You find Ruth standing outside her office. The heated argument comes from inside. So sorry. I need water. You've already spent 75% of the budget. No more buying nails, wood, or whatever you do. Fine, then don't have a stage or produce stands or anything else.
Oh, Kitty, I'm so glad you made it. Oh, that's just Mel and Jonas figuring out the remaining construction budget and schedule. I should really be in there, but I was hoping to get that spell I requested first. Right. It's right here.
Just as you are about to hand Ruth her spell, Mel and Jonas erupt again.
No, you're the one who stole my allowance to buy baseball cards.
Oh, is that what this is really about? That was years ago.
Do they usually argue this much and this loudly?
I think tensions are just running a little high at the moment.
So irritating. I could knock them out with,
while the silence would be nice, I do need to work with them to solve these issues. Sometimes I appreciate the fact that Mel and Jonas are siblings. It means they feel comfortable being honest with each other.
The only problem is they can be too honest with each other.
Oops, I got a little robot-y there.
They sound like a lot to handle. Perhaps, but it is also my responsibility to ensure blow-ups like this don't happen. This could have been avoided if I had communicated my vision more clearly. I mean, you're not their mother. There's only so much you can do about brats. They are certainly acting bratty right now, but it's only because they care about the festival. Figuring out how to handle situations like this is all a part of my responsibilities. Your actions in the short term can have long-term effects. This is way too much for me. It's sort of like your magic, right? My magic is nowhere like being a mayor. I'm not making laws and stuff. Not like that. Magic only works when you can understand the intention and desires of the person the spell is for. That doesn't sound like something out of Covenpolitan. Nope, your grandmother told me that. Being mayor is similar in that you need to listen to people for things to run smoothly. Understand where they're coming from and what they want.
Ruth takes a deep breath and stares off into space. You kind of feel like there's something not being said. If Ruth really believed what she said, you'd think she wouldn't look so sad right now. Maybe Ruth was trying to tell you something when she said magic is like being mayor. Maybe Ruth has some secret intention she wants you to help her with. It looks like you never actually handed over the spell Ruth requested. You take 3 of the mystery ingredients you foraged this morning. The last time you used a random ingredient, it was kind of chaotic, but also cathartic. You think, maybe one of these will help too? While Ruth is off in her days, you slip some seeds into the oil.
Ruth, hey, Ruth! Kitty, how nice it is to see you. Oh no, it's Robo-Ruth. How did she? I'm sorry, but I have a meeting I must attend. Wait, you need to take this potion. My potion? Oh, that's right. How kind of you to bring it. I'm sure we'll get excellent work done now.
Ruth takes the communication potion and drinks it.
Let the experiment begin. Calmer than I expected. Noted. But let's keep an eye on things, yes?
Ruth enters her office. You carefully open the door and peek inside.
Yes, I do my laundry almost every other day, in fact. You know you're supposed to use soap, right?
Ruth just stands and looks around her office.
Oh, Mayor, is everything all right?
Ruth continues to look around.
Mayor, are you there? The world is so big, and we're so small.
I don't think she's there.
Mayor, do you want to discuss the budget? No.
The production schedule?
No. What are we supposed to do?
Should I go get Nisha?
Maybe? Ruth, are you? I quit.
Ruth breaks out in hysterical laughter and walks out of the room. You manage to hide before she sees you peeping. Mel and Jonas look at each other, stunned. That did not seem normal.
We're all feeling the stress of the festival. Let's get this budget and production schedule done.
Yeah. You come out from your hiding place.
That was good, right?
You walk into the studio to see Nisha working on a painting.
Looks like the energy reading and oil did the trick.
Kitty, don't sneak up on me like that.
Oh, sorry. I thought you could hear me coming.
I've been pretty in the zone all day today, which is great, but also makes me susceptible to sneaky witches. Thanks again for your help. The energy reading and oil really did do the trick.
Of course. I'm happy to help. It's why I'm here after all.
But from what I remember, you're not too happy about that. I'm just busting on you.
What is that?
I'm sure you're not completely rotten on the inside.
Only partly. There's that noise again.
I still need to ask Jonas to fix that shelf.
Nisha, I don't think that's a shelf. I'm feeling weird energy too.
Nisha starts to look more scared. How about we walk to the beach again? It's time I took a break.
If there's something wrong...
Nope, nothing. Spend too much time in the studio and you start to hear things, trust me. So come on, let's go. Nisha grabs your shoulders and pushes you out of the studio.
Whoa, Nisha!
Nisha takes off running toward the beach. Here we go again. You run after her and quickly realize you are so out of shape. You get to the beach completely out of breath, but Nisha... Shit, I didn't see what it said. Good to see. You both stand silent for a little while as you watch the waves. You take a little glance over at Nisha. She seems lost in thought. You wonder if you should say something.
Seagulls are just rats with feathers. Both are very clever. Maybe too clever for their own good.
Sounds like someone else I know.
Who's that?
A secret?
What? You're not gonna tell me?
Not this time.
Suddenly, Nisha looks serious. I'm worried about Gran. Why's that? She's just been acting odd recently. She does seem out of sorts. Yeah, but it's more than that. She acts like everything is fine, so I can't tell if everything is fine, you know? She was apparently like this too when my parents died. Everything was fine, even though it wasn't. I just wish she would open up and let herself feel things, you know? Let's give her a forbidden truth serum. I know you're only half joking, but even if that were an option, I couldn't do it. I feel like I need to hear her feelings genuinely from her. I guess I owe happiness to Gran to make up for everything she's been through. But I can't tell if she's really proud of me or not. She's always been fine with me, with the village, with... Oh, jeez, what am I saying? This is so embarrassing. I didn't think I'd talk so much. It's okay. You can keep talking. Maybe this is the oil and energy reading at work. It seems like you're still in the process of freeing yourself from whatever's bothering you. If your magic caused this, it's potent stuff. But it only truly works on people who trust it. I guess I trust it then. And you. Ha! I wouldn't say that just yet. Definitely not yet. Well, I should get back. I want to get that painting done by the end of the day. Sounds good. I wonder if these beach chats will become a habit. Beach chats. That's a little bit close to beach chad. I hope so. Well, see you later. Yellow. Friendship and happiness. Does seem like Nisha's struggling with her relationship with her grandmother. Her relationship with Flora is also a little off right now. Maybe something yellow could help. I should write that down in my grimoire. You walk up to the music studio door and hear some music from inside. I could go with an acoustic guitar, but I always go with acoustic guitar. Does that mean that's my style? Or that I never innovate? Classic Devon having a classic crisis. Does someone need a spell? Oh, do you have it? Let me see. Here you go. So, how goes the music? I'm not really sure. I think I've got the basic melody down, but the overall tone and arrangement still feel off. Ruth and Mel want to hear what I've got so far today, and I'm terrified they will hate it. It sounds like you've got a melody. Isn't that enough? I don't know. Sometimes when people say, let's see your work in progress, they really mean, is it done? I know exactly what you mean. There was this one time I was trying my hand at summoning, and it just wasn't happening. My gran started harping, saying spirits are to be meddled with, yada yada yada. Are to be meddled with? I bet you that's supposed to be aren't. I grabbed this random mushroom I had picked earlier that day and I threw it in the cauldron. Well, the summoning worked that time, let me tell you, but the spirits sort of rampaged through the house, and some spirits don't like mushrooms. Progress, I say. Good to know. Do either Nisha or Jonas know what Mel and Ruth are looking for? I thought about asking them, but they're both so busy, I feel bad imposing. I know, you can help me. And what about my work? Oh, right, I just figured since you're already here. Just kidding, happy to help. I don't know much about music, to be honest. That's fine, I just need help figuring out what kind of music represents Flora. I'll start by asking you a few questions, if that's alright. Sure, I guess. Wait, let me take this guidance potion first so I can get the most out of this. Devon quickly downs the potion. Ready, first question. When you think of festivals, what kind of music comes to mind? Like music people can dance to? Or just puts you in a good mood? I've always imagined festivals as happy places full of happy people walking around doing happy things. Wait, legend. Have you never been to a festival before? Oh, no? Well, I guess you did say you've never been to a party. It shouldn't be surprising that you've never been to a festival. Don't rituals count for anything? How come you've never been to a festival? My gran tried, but the rest of my family said they'd lost their focus because they solely used to be for blessing the local town. But now festivals are all fun and games, though maybe that's not such a bad thing. What's your favorite part about festivals? That's a big question. The music's always great, mainly because it's local musicians. Then there's food, candy apples, fritters, ice cream, donuts, cotton candy. Oh, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. And then there's the carnival games and... Oh, I'm rambling, aren't I? No. All of that sounds amazing. Oh, it is. You'll definitely have to try everything at the festival. Anyways, I got us distracted. I have another question for you. What do you think the tone of Flora is? How about... Everyone seems to have quirks. Not that I'm really one to talk, but still. I don't get how this place operates. Okay, maybe I'm not the person to ask. What am I going to do? What kind of music should I write? You wish you could help Devin out just a little more. They did ask for guidance. Is there any other way you could guide them? Ding ding. What about runes again? They certainly resonated with Devin last time. Maybe they can help out again. Let's try something. I need some paper, a pen, and some sort of bowl or bag to hold things. Sure, give me a second. Devin runs around the room and gathers the items. Okay, I'm going to write down a few runes, and then you're going to pull one out of this. You look at the bowl bag Devin found. A hat? Really? Sorry, it's all I've got. It's fine. Pulling things out of hats is fine. Anyways, runes can be used in spells for an extra boost and as a method of divination. These symbols do look sort of familiar. Have I used them before? No! Maybe the witch from your town uses them though? Yeah, maybe. You finish writing the runes and place them into the hat. Alright, once you pull one out, I'll read it to you. Okay. Devin reaches into the hat, then stops. You pull it out. Me? But the rune is for you. I'm too nervous I'll pick the wrong one. But usually when used for divination, the person asking the rune should pull the... Please. What the heck? If that's what they want, then... Fine, let me see. You pull a piece of paper out of the hat. Looks like we pulled... Oh, wait, what rune is this? Didn't you just write these a moment ago? Your gran always said your handwriting was awful. Maybe she was right. Guess you could just say whatever. It's not like any of these runes are bad, per se. It looks like this rune is... Hagala is the rune of chaos. That sounds intense. Maybe intense is what Flora needs. I suppose Flora does seem to be in a funk. So there, all sorted, right? Are you ready for that meeting? Devin still seems uneasy. Is there something else? Can you come with me to my meeting for moral support? You don't have to come in or anything. Just walk over with me and wait outside. When is it? In a few minutes. I guess we better head over then. Thank you. You and Devin walk over to the town hall. Break a leg. Thanks. Devin enters Ruth's office and you wait outside. You can hear Devin playing a melody on their guitar, but you can't quite make it out. Sounds like it's going well enough though. Maybe you should try getting more into reading runes. You hear what sounds like a thank you and goodbyes. Guess the meeting's over. You wonder how it went. Well, They said it was too intense. Clearly, this town lacks passion. Maybe, whatever it is, the music isn't right yet. For some reason, it just hasn't clicked. And now they probably think I'm a terrible composer. I don't think that's true. Nisha gave me this opportunity to show off my skills. I'm nothing more than a disappointment. Devin, the rune could still be right. My interpretation could be wrong. Considering you couldn't read it, I could always take another look. No, sorry, I think I just need to be alone right now. Thanks for trying to help though, Kitty. Oof, that did not go according to plan, but there's still time for Devin to figure things out, so I'm sure it'll be okay. You arrive at the restaurant. It seems quieter than usual. You can't smell any cookies baking or burning. Maybe I should just knock and leave it in the front of the door. Guess no snacks today. However, before you can run away, you hear the door open behind you. Come inside, please. Are there snacks? Jean picks the spell up from the ground. I've just finished making some tea and scones. Would you like some? Snacks! Barge right time to devour. You go into the restaurant with Jean and see a fresh cup of tea and a scone sitting on a table. You immediately sit down and gobble it up. This is perfection! Good. Jean shifts in his seat. These scones have a purpose. Can I talk up to the Madeleines again? You're being bribed. Why did you have to lie about the Madeleines? This is what happen when you get suckered in by sweet treats. When's Segs? Huh? I'm just a witch that likes treats. There's nothing. I see. Maybe I should figure something out for the Floralia Festival. That chocolate cake would work. You already had the chocolate cake. You want the Madeleines. No, I can do it. I just need to, prepare. Channeling spirits is intense work and stuff. You can't believe you're doing this again. You change character. It is we, your Madeleines from the garbage grave. Why did you summon us? Can Kitty hear what I'm saying? Crap! No, we've taken over Kitty's entire brain. Is Kitty okay? Oh, sure, totally fine. I'm sorry for ruining so many batches of you. And I'm sorry my poor skills led to that critic criticizing you. Criticizing us. You're supposed to say something nice now, aren't you? It's okay, you just have to try again. That's the hardest part. The closer I get to the solution, the harder it is to try again. Don't you just have to follow the recipe? Baking is more than following a recipe. It's a feeling for when the eggs are beaten just right, then knowing the gentleness required to fold in the flour. I've had this restaurant for 7 years, with no bad reviews. Does that mean everyone's been lying to me this whole time? The village, my customers, the other critics? This is getting to be a bit much. The village has excellent taste. Up until a few years ago, we were renowned for our culinary experiences. But obviously that's changed. And part of that responsibility is on me. Okay, you need to get out of here. Didn't you say you had a solution? Yes. Then why are you telling us this? I feel bad. But if you have a solution, I don't know for certain it's a solution. Unless you try. Yes. All we have to say is... What are you waiting for? Get to it. And we won't come back until it's done. Hopefully that was the right thing to do. Ooh, head rush, what'd I miss? Nothing. I need to get baking, please. Don't worry, I'm going. Good luck with that success charm. You leave the restaurant, hoping that's the last time you have to channel a cake or cookie. Cake/cookie. Alright. Time to see if those incantations got Mel into tip-top shape. You walk up to the front door and knock. The door is flung open. Ah! Kitty, perfect timing. Mel does not look very... I know you said to stop those rituals, but I was wondering if you would help me one with a teensy tiny little... No, you need to... How did you... You were just at the... You need to rest. But I need to focus, Jean. If I complete my tasks one by one, they'll get done. Wasn't Kitty's charm supposed to help with that? Well, yes, but you see we also recited some incantations yesterday. Incantations? Yes, incantations, and I think they did the trick. That sounds like a lot of magic. I know, isn't it wonderful? But then I had the thought, why stop there? If I do my ritual on top of Kitty's magic, it might have a multiplier effect. I think you just need to rest. But with magic, I won't have to. Isn't that right, Kitty? Oh, no. You don't want to get in the middle of this. Mel seems awake enough, so this isn't your problem at this point. I guess? See, Jean? Just think of how great the festival could be if I could get double the amount of done. Perhaps if you stopped spending time on rituals and spent more time on your task, they'd get done. Yeah, well, you just spent your days baking the same cookies over and over again. They're cakes. Whatever, cakes, who cares? All because a critic made one snide comment, and then you lock yourself in your kitchen obsessing over every little detail. You lock yourself in your office, and when I do see you, it's only when you come home to do rituals. All because people said last year's festival was boring. Yeah, well, who needs rituals when you've got a grouchy husband to rally you up? I'm heading to the office. I'll head to the restaurant then. Mel storms out of the house, and Jean walks out behind her. Did my magic just cause their divorce? That's what happens when married people fight, right? I need peace. Mel needs peace. Blue? Yeah, that could do it. Something blue could help Mel obtain at least some tranquility in her life. Let me take note of that in my grimoire. Am I done? Did I talk to him already? Nope. You walk up to Joan. Look at me. I'm finding so many typos. You walk up to Jonas's house, and knock on the door. Oh, Kitty, come in. Can I get you any... Wait, I'm out of tea. Let me see if I have coffee. Jonas, it's fine. I'm out of coffee too. Would you like, water? I'm fine. Really, I just stepped in to check in on me after yesterday's debacle. I figured you might. The whole town seems to know about it. Even Mel stopped by earlier to see how I was holding up. You know, yesterday... Maybe my magic was too... You tried to explain, but Jonas is too nervous to notice. I haven't lost my cool like that since the incident. The incident? You go and sit down on the couch. Jonas walks over and sits next to you. Thanks. Though I'm kind of afraid you'll think I'm too much. I think it'd be hypocritical to think someone else is too much. You might have a point about that. Hey! Just kidding. So, I wasn't exactly a model student. I was constantly getting yelled at by teachers. Mel made it look so easy. She could just study and get straight A's. But for me, I couldn't do any of that. All of it felt like too much. I could hardly sit still, let alone focus. Well, I could, but only on specific things, like things requiring me to use my hands, tinkering with things in shop class, stuff like that. Oh, I get it. Really? Yeah, it's why my gran decided to train me. Usually, Von Teasels get sent to a prestigious academies and stuff. It's not like I don't know stuff, I
kind of feel like you learned in your own way?
Yeah.
My parents didn't know what to do about it either, so they just kind of let me do whatever. Mel was their star child, so I didn't really matter. But Mel was never like that. Even though she struggled with me sometimes too, we're just wired so differently. But I could always tell she believed in me. Well, Mel and Jean. So when the incident happened, everyone realized that I needed something different.
And what was the moment?
I was sitting in class and the teacher was teaching us something, but the other students behind me were talking, and there was construction outside, and one of the lights was... Some students noticed I wasn't okay, so they crowded around me. They kept asking me questions after, "Are you okay, Jonas? What's wrong?" I know they only meant, "Well, truly I do," but it was too much. And I picked up my chair and I threw it across the room. No one was hurt or anything, but the outbursts like that still aren't okay. I ran out of the classroom and hid in the bathroom. Eventually they found me, contacted my parents, but everyone was at a loss on what to do. Visited Mel to try and talk to her about it, but she got angry too, mostly because she felt disappointed. All this time defending me, and then I go and do that. Then Gene stepped in. He brought up my interest in putting things together. He mentioned the local builder in Florida was looking for an apprentice, and I should consider it. I blurted out yes. Mel lit up too, and she took me to see the builder the next day. The rest is history. So, yeah, that's the story.
Wow. All because you threw a chair? I should tell you about some of the messes my explosions have caused.
I mean, there was more to it than...
Yeah, I know.
Yes, Lucky? Oh, is that a garage door? I hear it too. It's okay though. It's okay. People can use their garages. Yeah.
The more I get to know people, the more I realize everyone is just constantly figuring things out. Like, does anyone know what they're doing?
Right? I ask myself that all the time. And then I'm in charge of ensuring everything's built for the festival.
And I'm in charge of ensuring everyone can function.
Why are we in charge of anything?
I don't know.
I'm really glad we got to talk about this, though.
Yeah.
It's weird how you want to tell some people everything.
You want to tell me everything?
Yeah. Like, this morning, I had oatmeal and eggs for breakfast.
Yay?
I was expecting you to say, "Oh, that sounds delicious and nutritious, Jonas." And then you tell me what you had for breakfast.
Maybe we don't need to tell each other everything to grow closer.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Oatmeal and eggs are pretty bored. People are allowed to use their garages. Yeah. I was just trying to figure out other stuff to talk about so we could keep talking, and that's all I can think of.
That's cute and all, but then maybe we should call it here for today. I have a few more errands to run anyway.
Yeah, I have construction budget to review. I'll catch you later then.
Yep, stay chill until then.
I'll do my best.
Burgundy? Maybe Jonas is more mature than I give him credit for. Or at least he's more self-aware than I thought. But it sounds like he's still figuring things out. So, yeah, Burgundy makes sense. I should take note of my grimoire.
I think I talked to everybody. I think I get to go home. And probably save. I think I'm gonna save my voice and be done.